All my subscribers claim that my default emotion is depression, but my actual default emotion is a little bit hungry, but not to the extent to which I'll get my lazy ass up and cook. In that state of mind, I'm always feeling a sandwich. Today, we'll get many sandwiches divided up into 4 categories, starting with classic New York City, international icons, Philly cheesesteak, yes, it deserves its own category, and in the end, we'll check out some of the most viral and trendy sandwiches in the world. Starting with the unavoidable name of this topic, Katz Deli. No other spot in the city has garnered more views across the internet than Katz. I've seen them slice these meat like 100 times, but I'm still impressed at the speed and precision. It's giving Salt Bay on minimum wage. It was founded as Iceland Brothers back in 1888, and eventually Willie Katz, a partner at the time, squeezed the two brothers out and took complete ownership, named it Katz Deli. That was 1988, exactly 100 years after founding. Now is the most iconic Jewish deli, intertwined with the city's food heritage. The sandwich we're after today is their pastrami on rye. I've had it before, and to be honest, it really is the best pastrami ever, period. Like, the excellence starts with the cut selection. They use beef navel, which is fattier than brisket, salt brine for 3 weeks, rub it with their secret spice mix, cold smoke 8 to 12 hours, steam to finish. That's why the meat seductively jiggles. In the end, is hand carved against the grain, served immediately at the counter. They're open for 24 hours on Saturdays, probably the reason why LES nightlife is kinda lit. So thanks to the magic of delivery, we skipped the line and got a whole pound of pastrami. It's frozen? What the hell? How am I supposed to eat it? Large pot of water, boil it for 5 minutes. Alright, I guess I'm committing myself to some work. Starting in cold water, hopefully to speed it up, we'll boil it for 5 minutes. You know, dishwashers are a scam. So while we wait for that to heat up, okay, some potato latke. Gotta start with the classic applesauce. It's really doughy, but I actually like the chewy texture. You know what, it's a little too doughy. Sourdough rye. Spread up the mustard. Plastic bag boiled meat. To claim it as our own sandwich, we're gonna broil it with a layer of raclette. It smells so bad. She's all bubbling up. Yeah, I really expected it to be the gorgeous, thick layer of cheese and bubbly on top, but now it kind of looks like worms struggling for air. The least healthy grilled cheese sandwich ever. It's hard to kind of cut it diagonally because this bread is so long. Double stacked up. What do you guys think? Look at the other side. Meat spilling out. That was one satisfying bite. It took me a while to chew down and swallow. I think the funkiness from the raclette pairs really well with the fattiness in the beef. Not enough mustard because you need that sharp acidity to balance all the fat and stuff. But overall, I'll still give it an 8.5. Not as good as the one that they served directly at the counter, but you know, we tried. Chopped cheese has been pretty popular online recently and it gets super creative, but Blue Sky claims to have the original chopped cheese. No official record says that whatsoever, but apparently word on the street in Harlem is that they invented the chopped cheese and everybody else started doing it. I'm a subscriber of questionable sources of information, as in my high school graduation paper, my top citation was, "Trust me, bro." Scale propped up by cat food. Here we are again in Harlem after getting the food, going to a public sports park. Last time with fried chicken, we went to a basketball park. So with chopped cheese, we picked baseball. It looks like right after I tell a joke. Great cross section. My first time having a chopped cheese at the original chopped cheese spot. Okay, it's with every ingredient in a burger: lettuce, tomato, mustard, some mayo, and ground beef. So it kind of tastes like somebody pre-chewed a burger for me. It's kind of warm and stuff. The bread is toasted very nicely, very crispy. It tastes in between a full burger and a burger flavored soup. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Before we move on to our next sandwich, probably my favorite one of the video, let me just show you my new watch. You like it? Holzkern is a watch and jewelry brand that's a little different. Every piece is made from natural materials. Wood, stone, even things like leaves and pearl. Basically everything from nature. What you wear is unique as you. They're a family business from Austria, founded in 2015. The inspiration behind it is the natural beauty of nature. Every piece is designed to reflect life's journey. This right here is one of them. My Holzkern watch is crafted from real wood, means no two pieces are ever the same. I really appreciate how the design is sort of like a traditional watch, but when you take a closer look, you notice the difference. So you never stand out too much. The artistic value is in the subtleties. Cameraman over here is rocking their wooden bracelet today, matching the rest of his performative drip. Right now, Holzkern is doing something special for Black Week. You can get up to 30% off by clicking the link in the description or the pinned comment. No code, no hassle, just good design, free shipping, custom handles straight from Vienna, where all good art and psychological analysis come from. I think it'll be a nice gift for the holiday season, but maybe just get one for yourself. Everything is made in small batches for sustainability. That means the items are limited, making them more special. I've been wearing it a lot to my school events and networking, job interviews. I feel like people take me more seriously. Click the link below before the sale ends on December 1st. Don't miss this one. I feel like every Italian deli in the city makes the same sandwiches, but word on the street is that Milano got the best ones. Everything on the Upper East Side is fancy but like old. Recently the charm is coming back though. A lot of my classmates actually moved into the area. Seems to be the trend for young people nowadays, but young people comes TikTok trends, as Milano Market, a local Italian deli serving out-of-touch private school kids, was blown up on the algorithm for their chicken Caesar wrap. First of all, I don't like vegetables, and getting a wrapped salad, bro, just eat a salad. We'll steer clear of that. They're best at sandwiches anyways. Inside the store feels very old school, and all the imported Italian ingredients is definitely building my expectations up high. Insane, yo. So here we are at another park under a tree. I recently developed a fear of getting hooked down by birds, because the other day I was eating lunch and a bird just pooped into my shoe. I had to go to J. Crew to buy new socks, missing class. So our first sandwich is called the Dalton, named after an elite private school in the area. I was just told that there's a league of high schools in this area called the Ivy League. Yeah, I cringed too. Pretty elite. Kids from Dalton be eating this, huh? Well, Upper East Side kids sure know how to open their jaws. I have some bacon, Russian dressing, Swiss cheese, chicken cutlet. First of all, the bread is amazing. Very well baked. The fermentation is spot on. Kids are going crazy here. No need to comment on how good the bacon is. The dressing matches the cheese well. Only complaint besides kids screaming would be the dryness of the chicken cutlet. I think they cooked it first, and then to reheat for the sandwich, they bake it again. I think they overdid it a little bit. You see, this part got really stale, kind of like an old book. So overall, this is a 7.5. They're really generous with the topping. Look how thick the bacon is here. Because of how well respected Milano Market is, we have to get a second sandwich from this spot. The Amore. Well, that is an Italian sandwich, all right. It looks like ricotta, arugula, and such a huge pile of prosciutto. Balsamic vinegar throughout. Let's take another second. This is amazing. Where should I bite it? I can't believe it. The prosciutto provides a nice savory foundation. The freshness of the mozzarella, subtle bitterness from the arugula counteracts with the balsamic vinegar. This is subtly sweet. Classic pairing. It's a 9.5 out of 10. One of the best sandwiches I've had in New York. Doesn't get more Italian deli than this, guys. This next deli has the old school look, but the menu is creative. East Village people are weird. Sunny and Annie are open 24/7. I assume their demographic is new grads in the early AMs, aka the walking Gen Z. The sandwiches offer flavors from a variety of cultures, and today we're doing the most popular, Vietnamese. Here we are at another park. We're back at Tompkins Square. Every video, we gotta be here somehow. The pho #1. Look at that. All the ingredients in the pho, put on a piece of bread. Oh, avocado. So I like how simple the bread is. I had low hopes for this because, I feel like pho ingredients needs to be in a soup. But this sauce over here, I think is hoisin. and sriracha, with the herbaceousness from the basil complementing the super soft beef and the freshness of the aromatics. This is such a pleasant surprise. It's very like front end. It hits you in the face. I'll give this a 9.1. I think the key is this layer is packing so much flavor. Now it seems like the right time to move to checking out some of the classics from other parts of the world. First thing comes to mind is a Cubano, lard, Swiss cheese, braised pork, crispy bread. The worst part of this Cafe Cabana is the location. I don't like Soho Nolita, man. It feels like Instagram in real life. Makes me feel bad about myself. Fries, damn. Take a look at this sandwich. Pickles, roast pork, ham, Cuban bread, some lard to toast it. I like the little charring on the side. Some mustard just to complete it. That Swiss cheese melting through. Yeah, I'm salivating just by looking at it. The acidity not only comes from the pickles, but also the pork itself. Braised pork sounds so heavy, but they make it very lean and light. And the ham has an interesting texture that encloses the pork, combined with a crispy bread. Very great balance by all around. 9.2 out of 10. I always forget how good Cubanos are, and this is a really good one. One time I saw Chef Andy making a huge fried chicken cutlet. He called it Taiwanese cutlet. And then I saw Tiffy Cooks making Taiwanese popcorn chicken. It just seems to me that the Taiwanese people are really into the chicken. We're now in the territory of NYU international students. On this street crowns 886 the best Taiwanese fried chicken sandwich. Crazy. Tofu battered fried chicken. Sweet potato starch, blended up tofu to give it that crunch and that soybean flavor. This is a monstrosity. You can taste the chicken's marinated with 5-spice Sichuan peppercorn. That numminess really enriches the whole sandwich. I love the acidity of the rice wine vinegar. The coleslaw is so light. I think there's only salt and vinegar in this. A hint of sweetness too. Such a great sandwich. This deserves a 9.5. This might be the best fried chicken sandwich I've had in New York. Look at the layers of that. Pickles, chicken, coleslaw, a little bit of spicy mayo, and the potato bun. This is what I like to see in a sandwich, 50% meat. I'm just gonna say one thing for this next place. Best banh mi in the city. We have here is basically a Vietnamese high schooler's lunch, a sandwich, and shrimp chips. That's the equivalent of the PB&J and kettle chip. Let's take a look at the cross section first. Dangling cilantro, crispy bread, cucumbers, papaya carrot salad, roast barbecue pork. The pork, I suspect that it might be a little dry. It is a little dry, but it's actually balanced perfectly with the watery aromatics, acid from the vegetables, sweetness from the barbecue pork. I'll give it an 8.5. To chase down this sandwich, gotta pair it with some shrimp chips. It does taste like a shrimp head. It's like a drier, fishier tortilla chip. Onto the cheesesteak. Let me give you some fun facts. It was invented by a hot dog vendor. The original sandwich didn't have any cheese. For it to be authentic, it has to be topped with Cheese Whiz, a symbol of America. We were totally planning on going to Philly for this segment, but due to unforeseen circumstances, we're gonna try the best option New York City has to offer. Sponsored by Pepsi. That's their first mistake. We brought in all the business. Before eating great food, you always gotta stand right next to a pile of garbage to serve as contrast, because balance is important. All right, we'll have a nice baby. This is looking very good, let me just say. You see the beef is sliced so thinly that it kind of looks like ground beef at this point. You can tell that's actually a ribeye sliced up. Like I just got a piece of that fat in the center, like the eye fat. No cheap cuts of beef here. Soft toasted roll with thinly sliced ribeye on top, like pretty high quality ones too. Flavors of onion, melty whiz on top, balance of savory, cheesy goodness in every bite. Kinda messy, but totally worth it. 9.3 out of 10. I genuinely think this would be better than the ones in Philly, even though I've never been there, so don't come at me in the comments. Very excited for the rest of the video. Instead of preserving iconic classic flavor combinations, these sandwiches aim to push the limit of possibility forward. Before these places, the most innovative sandwich is probably the idiot sandwich. Just like the Karma Sutra, stuffing things in between buns can be as creative as you want. I'm very vicariously proud of Salt Hank, as he's the first food influencer to achieve this level of success in actualizing his content into a functioning restaurant. I don't think I'll ever pursue that path because I'm afraid of food poisoning lawsuits from you guys. This French dip sandwich is one of those things that tastes just as amazing as it looks. Starting with the quality of meat, ratio of braising aromatics, and the many hours of slow cooking, concentrating all the flavors into this melt in your mouth, intensely juicy sandwich. On top of that, you can fully experience the effort by dipping it into the braising broth, the umami in its purest form. Okay, I know it has been open for a while now, and I did not expect the line to be still wrapping around the block. I would kill for that short rib sandwich, but I wouldn't wait 2 hours for it. So let's take on as a challenge to try to recreate it at home. A personal record for the furthest I've been in Brooklyn. I guess I'm growing up. The Salty Lunch Ladies whatever is a neighborhood shop known for creative sandwiches. They came up with unconventional flavors and combos that impressed the neighborhood and now the whole city. They're voted as the best sandwich in New York this year. We're getting their prized invention, dill party sandwich. I think that means the dill pickle flavor. I love pickles and a good dildo. So we're gonna to-go, but I realized one of the selling points of this place is they have really beautiful plates. Politically progressive people. Kind of looks like one of those crispy duck or pork skin, roast chicken skin. Look at that. With the sunlight and everything. This is like a dill pickle mayo sauce with avocado. It's so creamy, like the subtle dryness of the turkey breast is completely balanced out. The flavors are super light and refreshing. A lot of herbaceousness. An ideal lunch sandwich. I think the Salty Ladies little lunch spot. The Little Ladies, you know what? I think the Little Ladies salty lunch is a 9 out of 10. My favorite part of the sandwich is definitely the thinness of the bread. Low carb diet, you know? This is the definition of a hole in the wall. The shop is literally stuck in between two buildings. They have the ambitious goal of turning almost every single international cuisine into one single sandwich. We're gonna get their weekly special, creativity at their peak. It's like really square. We got imitation crab, avocado, unagi sauce and nori, soft shell crab, some tomato, I'm assuming, and Cuban mayo. How could this be bad? It tastes like a warm sushi roll. I'm not sure if I'm used to the flavor profile here. I mean, I'll still finish this, but just not what I expect from a sandwich. With this flavor profile, I'd much rather just get a roll somewhere else. Not for 21 bucks to stuff it in between a bun. Pretty disappointing. Next time I go there, I'll definitely check out the other flavors. There's one duck and fig confit sandwich that I want to try, but the weekly special, this is not it. I'm sorry, dude. Okay, I picked this one for no reason other than their Instagram videos all look so good. I'm addicted to sugar and they seem to be the best dealer out there. They also seem to have really good bread. I assume that translates to really good sandwiches. They're a neighborhoody spot in Brooklyn. People with dogs and stable relationships are all gathered here. I just asked for the most popular sandwich because I like a salty surprise. Alright, it's very nicely wrapped, honestly. So the guy at the register told me his favorite sandwich and the most popular is the chicken bolognese, and he said it like that too. I ordered it because of the sass. When you're obviously American and you pronounce the S-E at the end of an Italian word, makes a convincing argument. Well, first of all, this is looking pretty fire. It's getting the wrapper all wet. Look at that. Maybe this will be the thumbnail. But the look of it is very well seasoned. The coleslaw's dripping out, the crispy chicken. This looks like a very balanced bite. And the challah bread is really well braided. I can never get it to look like that. It's chili oil under there. The seasoned flour coating the chicken, very tenderly fried, and the coleslaw up top adds the acidity and freshness that counterbalance the oil. Maybe because I'm a little hungry, but this is a 9.2. And very beautiful looking as well. I don't know if you guys see it, but I always see those food tour videos in Japan featuring sandwiches with a bunch of fruits and cream in it. I am addicted to sugar, but bro, it looks so gross. If I want some fruits, I just eat the fruit, you know? Maybe I have some cheese and bread on the side, but the fruit will be more of a palate cleanser. I never mix those flavors together. And don't even get me started on the whipped cream. People who seek to eat whipped cream on its own are weird as fuck. I think I'm in hell from the gas. This place feels like it belongs to an overinvested, revenue-losing mall. The decorations look better than the food on display. Can I just take one of the strawberry sando? I think at this point, filming and talking while traffic is being loud is part of the charm of our food review. Again, at a park with kids screaming in the background. Let me just say, the boxing is so pretty. The lady's like, is it okay if I go back, take some time to make it? It's gonna take a while. I was like, of course, you gotta have the fresh sandwich, you know? First bite of the day, full of sugar. Great way to break my 20-hour fast. The bread is so soft. Interesting.
It's also gluten-free.
Oh, that's why.
Yep.
Nothing holding it together. A gluten-free fruit sandwich. I can't believe what I'm doing. Well, the strawberry is really hard. It doesn't have the quality of the strawberries in Japan where it fits on a sandwich. So this is kind of weird. And also the cream is over whipped. I feel like a couple more beating on the couch is gonna turn into butter. And the bread tastes really nice, except for the texture. Usually I give desserts really high scores, but this time I'm gonna have to give it a 6 out of 10. I think this is the lowest scored sweet item on this channel so far. This fall, the weather in New York has been so beautiful, that's why I've been going out a lot lately. Plus I feel like the food scene in the city is so vast, it's nice to check them out together. It's getting cold again though, so this is probably gonna be the last or second to last restaurant review video for a really long time. It's been nice touching grass and taking you guys out to eat, making sure my default emotion isn't actually depressed. Next week is gonna be the weirdest cooking video of all time, so stay tuned. Alright, thank you.